Hey. Let's see if Joanna knows what she's doing. You can get on here. Oh, Joe, you did it. Look at us.
Yes.
And we're in, yes.
Okay.
And now we're going to get Kristen. I feel like I'm really good at technology right now.
I got nervous because it told me twice.
How can we do this?
Chris! Hi!
Hey.
How are you?
Oh my God, look at her in her official gear.
I know, I just got a training, you know, so.
Oh, I like that new little sign.
Oh, you know how we do.
I love it.
This took me forever. I was like, please don't rain in Portland. Please don't rain. Please don't rain.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, first off,
Thank you. Thank
Chris,
you.
I have to start.
What's up, you guys?
Have you seen my Instagram story?
Oh, yeah.
Lucy has partially torn her
No.
ACL.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
Jersey's fully torn hers.
Oh, God.
It's a dog thing. Like, every time I take her out to play, she starts, like, limping around. And I'm like, oh, okay. But then as soon as I, like, show her frisbee, it's like, oh, I forget I'm injured.
Probably
She's
3 months,
fine.
you'd, like, run and then, like, limp. And then we're like, oh, you're fine. Get over it. And then, like,
Yeah.
she was, like,
Yeah.
on 2 legs walking. And we were like, okay, we probably should take her to the vet. So she's in, like, her cage quarantine. Yeah, it's... Yeah.
Poor doggy.
Oh.
Poor doggy.
That
we
surgery
have pet insurance.
is a pretty penny.
We have
That's
dog
what I
insurance.
said. They have dog
We have dog
insurance.
insurance, but still,
Oh, good.
very
Good for you.
hoping
Good
that
for you.
did you know, you probably do because Jersey probably tore it, but the dog ACL actually heals itself.
I hope so, because Jersey hasn't
They heal
been
itself.
considered for surgery.
Yeah. Well, I talked
Jersey
to the
doesn't
vet.
have insurance.
Yeah.
We're going to hold off on that if we
Yeah,
can.
we need a dog.
NWSL, we need a dog
Yeah.
sponsor.
I talked to the vet,
Dog
I'm like,
insurance.
Exactly, a
your
vet
dad
sponsor.
and I have torn 3 out of 4 ACLs. I was like, is it a partial tear? Is it a full tear? Or does it? And she's like, no, dogs actually heal on their own. I was like, fantastic.
Yeah, I know.
Awesome.
I know. Amazing.
Well, thank you so much for getting on with us. This is like our first live. So
Of course.
it was a bit of a difficulty joining for me. I had never done this thing. Yeah.
We're working on the technology.
Yep,
So she's
I got a
still
Mac.
getting there. We got our laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So we're trying. We're trying. How are you? How are things? You're in Portland right now?
Yeah, we're in Portland right now. Things are good. The move to KC has been awesome. You know, weather-wise, I'm still getting a little used to it, but it's starting to warm up a bit. But yeah,
That's awesome.
so far I'm loving it. So things are
You
going
were in
well.
Orlando prior through 5 years?
5 years.
How is that change going?
5
Good?
years.
Are you enjoying it?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I really am. Like, at first I was like, oh man, I thought I was going to be here forever, you know, but I think for me personally, like, I really needed a change. And coming here, it was kind of like when I went to the Pride first, like, I was like, I'm enjoying my football again. And that's what I'm doing here. Like, I'm having so much fun. I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm playing well,
That's awesome. Yeah, so
we'll see
tomorrow, big game. How do you feel? You nervous?
Yeah. Not really, to be honest. This is going to be my first round. I know. Fans will be in the stands. It'll be exciting. And, I mean, Portland's a fun place to play, regardless of what team you're on, you know. So I'm excited. Like, the Challenge Cup is new to me. So I'm like, but I also feel like I haven't truly played a game in a while. Because last season was kind of like a nightmare. So I'm just excited to get a game under my belt. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
So what's the experience been? I mean, I know you're new to Kansas City, but kind of the team shifting? Does it feel like, players have been together, but does it kind of feel like you guys are a new team in the NWSL, or is it kind of like you're coming into something with this change from Utah now to Kansas, being a player?
I don't know. I feel like because it's so new to me, I feel like everything just feels new.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think there's like a pretty good like team vibe, and I think that they brought that from Utah. Like all the girls are awesome. Like the team is amazing. They welcomed me in with open arms, so I feel pretty comfortable already.
It's
That's awesome.
That's like I keep thinking like I keep seeing you in purple and seeing you in a different color is gonna be weird. But how was you guys played? Were you traded before or after the Orlando when you guys played Orlando?
Before,
That's what I
so
thought.
my first game with the team was against Orlando. Yeah, that was interesting.
It's a way to start.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, so I got traded. I didn't join the team at first because I had some like loose ends to tie up because Joe, like I have a lot going on in Orlando. So I had to like tie up some loose ends there. They allowed me to finish coaching. So I finished coaching my high school team. And then when I joined the team, Lake Highland Prep. Yep. And then when I joined the team, I practiced with them like 4 days or something. Yeah, it was like very fast. It was like honestly the first couple of weeks were a straight up whirlwind for me. I was with Kansas City, but I hadn't yet been to Kansas City. I was leaving Orlando, but I was still in Florida. Like it was a bit much. But it was also like a little extra motivation, to go for that one, as it will be during season as well. But I love Kansas City. I love the team, and I'm excited to rep this season.
I know you weren't in the bubble obviously last year, but talk about kind of the experience like traveling and getting back into this with like it being so. I mean, as you said, it's been so long since you played a game. Did it feel weird, kind of like getting on the bus and on the plane, whether it was yesterday or the day before, being like, okay, we're like, this is it. We're going to start this up again.
I know. I like forgot how long travel days were and like the time change and stuff. Because in the fall series we traveled, but I only went to North Carolina. There was a charter flight, and it's like an hour and a half, like so short. Like now we're going across the country. Buses, planes, another plane. I'm like, wow, this day's really long. So, you got to get back into the routine of like the recovery from just the travel and then like game prep and the time difference, trying to get to bed, trying to get enough sleep. So I'm definitely going to have to, get back into that routine and make those adjustments. But yeah, I think I'm more excited that the season's actually here and started rather than like thinking about like, oh man, we had to travel so far because we did. And like, I'm not gonna lie, yesterday I was like, wow, I really gotta go on a walk or something. But yeah, no, being on the field today, it is far. But being on the field today, like, I feel ready to go. I feel like I think my excitement will just kind of take over, and then once the whistle blows, that adrenaline kicks in, and we just
When did you guys get in? Yesterday?
We got in yesterday.
There's the New Jersey accent.
Can we just start?
To be honest.
We just need I'm from New York. You can't, it comes out. My New Yorker comes out too. So don't worry. Don't let Joe get on you.
She loves when I say that word.
We need to put attention on this. Just like, if you understand that these girls, okay, people know soccer, right? You're running, contact, 90 minutes. We all did it here. Well, we're watching this, but we used to do it. Anyway, you guys literally flew to the other side of the country yesterday and are going to play tomorrow night. Like, I mean, this is where I'm like, I forgot like how people did this stuff.
I know. The lifestyle is wild.
Yeah.
Like when you really think about it, it's wild. But we're just so used to it, Like this is just how it is.
I don't know if this is gonna happen, but I think tomorrow, you guys know when the season starts And like the first 10 minutes, everyone's so amped. You're like, whoa, can we slow the pace down? Like, I'm going to be done in like 5 minutes.
I was literally telling. I was talking with my teammates. Yeah.
We just calm down. Everyone calm down. We have 8
the 20th minute, everyone's going to be gassed. You're going to look up in the clock and be like, it's only the 20th minute. Okay, let's just keep it a little. Yeah, I know. The first like 10 to 20 minutes are going to be just everybody getting back.
No, I remember Portland was our first game, I guess the last legit season, 2019. I was at center back.
Yeah.
I looked at the clock, and I thought it was at least 30 minutes.
It happens to the best of us.
6 minutes in. I was like,
yeah. 5.
I was like, I can't breathe.
That's the worst feeling ever. The feet. Just straight feet hit you.
I feel like
I
have to do 4 more minutes.
I know. But in your head, you're like, I'm not unfit. So, like what's wrong with me?
So I'm now a Peloton gal.
I know.
And they're always...
Same. You convinced me to get into it.
Nice.
This is our new life. We're Peloton with the mom.
When I retire, I will join your club.
Investment that I've put into my body in the past 10 years. But they're like, you've got it. Like the first 2 hits are going to be tough, but once you're over that hill, you've got it. And I'm like, you're so right, Kendall Toole. Like, you are so right.
I need that in my ear tomorrow. Like, if I could just wear a little, like, earpiece. So, like, the 20th minute comes, and I'm gassed from running up and down. Like, keep going, you got it. The hill's coming. Also, thinking you guys, like, they're here. They're with me. They're here with me.
Yeah. It's kind of scary now watching games because you're just like, God, I love that I'm sitting on the couch right now. Like, but you like forget. You're like, how was I that person on the field at some point?
I know.
Like, you'll feel that way eventually. You're like, how did I do that?
Sometimes after games, I'm like, how did I do that? Because everything hurts. I feel every little nick and kick and, this 30-something-year-old body,
With respect.
It takes a little time to recover.
I don't know how you.
Me neither. Sometimes, me neither.
So I was telling Joe, like, in fact, I asked Joe, I was like, where are they gonna, like, you're such a multidimensional player. I literally was like, I'm not sure exactly where they're gonna play her because you really, like, you've played basically all over the field. Mm-hmm. Where do you kind of see your role this year with Kansas coming in?
I'm gonna be honest, like, I think I'll be like a multiple position player here as well.
That's how you make it to your 30s.
Yeah.
Play it all.
You just got to be able to play everywhere, left, right, center, front, back.
The whole field.
Yeah.
Goalie,
so
maybe third string.
Maybe not the goalkeeper. Yeah. That's usually like when people are like, what's your most comfortable position? I'm like, to be honest, I don't really have one. I just I want to be on the field and I want to do what's best for the team. So wherever I'm needed, I'll go. But don't put me in the goal. That's absolutely not there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I definitely have more of an attacking mindset for sure. So whether they put me up top or in the back or in the middle, I'm gonna have that mindset regardless. So if I'm in the back, you'll see me flying forward anyway. If I'm up top, hopefully I'll be scoring some goals. But yeah, I mean, wherever I'm needed, that's where I'll go.
I just remember because you were nursing a bit of a hip injury when I came back, and I knew obviously who you were. But when you came back in, I'm like, this girl is this fast with this good of a touch. I was like, oh my gosh, you legitimately. Not many people can say they can be put anywhere on the field and be successful. Don't put me up top. I can't run fast.
Yeah.
But you can literally be put in the midfield. You can even play defensive mid, out wide, wherever, and you will be successful. And I think that's a testament to who you are as a player and who your career and what you're going to be doing at Kansas City this
year.
What can we expect?
For what?
What can fans expect this year out of Kansas? You think? You think we got
honestly, I think we do. I think we do. I think the Challenge Cup will be a really good like test for us. But I think we're going to be real hard to beat. I'm not even going to lie. Like I think we'll be hard to beat. I think we're going to surprise a lot of teams because I'm sure like with the move and the new people coming in and some people moving out, I think people kind of like write us off and think that will be an easy game for them. But you know, they got something coming to them.
I think people also forget like you guys were the staple. Like a few years ago, like Kansas City, all they did was win.
I mean, we got these two stars, you know. So we're trying to add it. We're trying to add a third. Trying to add a third.
I know you just got to the club, but do you feel this sense of like the history? Do you feel as if it's a new? I know Racing Louisville's in the league now, but do you feel as if Kansas City's an expansion team, or do you feel like you're going back to that FCKC kind of vibes?
I think we're trying to like make an identity for ourselves, you know, like we definitely respect, you know, what was here before us, but like, let's continue to bring success to the city. But you know, we're going to own that ourselves.
Well, we wanted to also get into, I mean, the league has been in the news, which is like super exciting for us on a lot of different levels. I'm just curious. I mean, you've been in the league a while, obviously. You've seen it in its lowest and now hopefully at its highest and climbing. What's your take on just like all the partnerships happening, the collective bargaining agreement? We got insurance. I mean, geez, that should have came a long time ago. But we got insurance. The health is back. But yeah, just talk to us. I'm curious, like your take, especially being in the league and knowing what it was like 6 years ago and kind of having to grind your way now to this point where I feel like we're getting national recognition and players can kind of build a brand and stuff. So,
yeah, I mean, it's definitely when I look back to like when I came in, because I came in the second year that the league was here. From then till now, it's grown so much. Like it's crazy what we used to accept. Even as like salaries, like it's wild to think about that. Like it's unlivable. And like they're still not great. But I mean the difference is massive.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
growth
like
is growth.
It's So like it's great to see that we're still growing. But for me, like we still have so far to go. And like, I feel like we're just, like, not really going to be satisfied until we feel like we have, like, a respectable place in this society, in this market, as females, like, as athletes, you know? So it's nice to see growth, but I want it to grow faster. But it's also cool to see, like, people coming in and different ownership groups, like, getting involved with teams and, you know, like you said, all the sponsorships that are kind of coming on board within different teams in the NWSL. So, I mean, it's coming. It's just, you know, going to take time. And obviously we have to accept that. But yeah, I'm happy that, you know, we're growing, we're still here. And this is the longest league that the women have had. And, you know, I think we're going strong. So we just need to keep fighting, and we can only go up from here.
It's funny because now we're actually starting to see players have a history with a former team, whereas before it was this person has just been with this team since its inception or since they were drafted. And now, like, you've been with Orlando, you've been with Western New York, like, people are playing for multiple clubs, which I think just shows that the league is becoming sustainable, which is super, super exciting. And then that just adds to the league. You know, I think, like, you look at NBA players, and now you can get, you know, loyalty to clubs and create a fan base and create that sort of identity, which I think is really, really exciting and kind of missing a little bit. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. And it's your first Challenge Cup. It's your very first one.
It is. It's my first one. It's like I'm also excited to play at home and kind of see like what our fans are like. You know, I'm expecting big things, so I can't wait to see.
Okay.
So they're building one. They're building this one. So right now we're borrowing a baseball stadium, but we will have our own. Yeah, it's coming soon. Dodger specific. Yeah. It'll be dope. Yeah, it'll be dope. That's another thing too, like the growth just on like stadiums. I mean, everyone used to we used to just keep borrowing different facilities, but now like everybody's getting their own stuff, which is another sign of growth. So, and you're not just going to build a stadium without expectations. Like they're expecting this to be around for a very long time.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's an investment, man. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
for sure.
I just love the use of platforms that's happening, especially even like owners, right? I mean, you have famous owners now in the league that are willing to support this and push it. And,
I think, yeah.
And like you said, I mean, think about that, Joe. Like they're building a stadium for a women's soccer team. I mean, like, I don't mean to like, it sounds sad that I have to say it like that, but that really is how it feels. And it, you know, I think people never, I don't know if you've gotten this over your career, but I tell Joanna this all the time. People hear that you play professional soccer and they're like, wow, oh my God, you play.
I know. They're like, there's a team here? I'm like, yeah.
But then you're like, yep, but like I'm on my parents' insurance and I had more gear when I went to Virginia.
Yeah, like, I know. It's,
like, people are like, oh, really? That's it?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And it's not, and, you know, I don't mean to like come at the, you know, they're doing the best they can. I think that you can see that better financial decisions are being made, which is why that
100%.
But it's so funny. Like, it's just, people don't even know that. I mean, I don't know. We didn't touch on it, but I guess you were coaching in Orlando. It's like women in this league are finding other spaces and areas to compensate like their livelihood.
Yeah.
It's not just,
yeah.
like,
I mean, we have to. No, we have to.
Down your dog company.
I did. So I didn't shut it down. Like I still have the company. I'm going to keep it. I will hopefully start it back up, but I have plans to try and make it a little bit bigger than what it was. A lot of bit bigger than what it was. But yeah, it's just on hold until I retire from soccer, and then I can kind of put all my heart into, you know, my puppies. So we'll get back to it.
Kristen actually got me and my husband our sweet baby angel, Lucy and Selma. The love of our life.
I mean, Chris, she like literally talks about this dog like it's a child.
Oh, Lucy's the best. Oh, I mean, I have a soft spot for pitties, like such a soft spot. I have one myself, but and she's so cute. Oh, I miss her.
Joe, give him a little piece.
So she's in her quarantine. Can you see? You want to say hi?
Oh my God, she's so big now. Nice, sweet baby. Oh my goodness, it's so cute.
Chris, like, let me know. Like, we bonded on this beautiful thing. Like, let me know. Let me know if you got that little puppy coming. And it's like, I got you. It's like,
Yeah,
that was awesome. I know. I'm actually trying to. So a lot of my teammates, a lot of us have dogs here, but also there's like a shelter that people volunteer at with my team. And one of my teammates constantly has like fosters. I'm like, I need to get on this. Like, I need to get involved. Like, so yeah, I'm going to figure it out. My dogs are big, so I have to, like, you know, choose wisely who I bring into the house. I'm a foster still like twice, but I can't have any more dogs. You know, like just little increments are good, but I can't have any more. Dane himself is like 8 dogs in one. He's great. Yeah, he's great. You know, he flips around the floor a lot, but I mean, he's himself. He's a puppy. He wants to do it all, so he's awesome. Yeah. Jersey. Yeah, she still runs everything.
So funny.
Yes, yes, I know. When I was leaving them, I haven't, obviously, because like with COVID, you're not traveling. I was so nervous to leave them. Like, I was like, I don't know how they're going to be. I have no idea. I've been with them forever. So, but one of my teammates is watching them, and they're amazing. They're doing great. So it's nice to be able to just kind of focus on this game and, the start of the season, not have to worry about what's going on back home. But yeah, they're my baby.
So what's tomorrow? 10 o'clock Eastern. What are we calling? What kind of win?
10:30 Eastern. Yeah, we're going to have a shutout.
Okay.
I'm going to say 2-0,
2-0. We right here.
2-0. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So 10:30 Eastern, and it's on Paramount, right?
Paramount. Yeah. Paramount Plus.
All right, peeps.
Yeah.
We're here to support. I'm pushing that. I'm going to get we should do virtual parties, honestly.
Oh, that'd be sweet. That'd be cool.
I don't know if you guys watched not to get on another sport, but let me just say the women's basketball tournament was much more exciting to watch. And I have a feeling that the NWSL is going to be pretty exciting.
I think so as well. I think so too.
So people need to get into that.
Yeah.
Thank you. But anyway, thank you so much. You got two fans tomorrow.
Yes.
For you. We want a goal, though. We want a goal.
I'll see what I could do. I'll see what I could do,
Yeah.
I'll see.
Yeah. Long Island.
I will. Love that.
Yeah. Northeast,
Love
baby.
That.
Here's when Joe goes on her rant. Joe, keep going. Get her pumped. This is her pep talk. She likes to, at the end of every call, it's like, you're amazing. You're good at soccer. You're awesome.
I love it.
Joe,
keep going. Keep going.
Bring it.
I do. I'm ready. I'm ready. Look good, play good,
She is ready. I do not look like that after training. I'm like...
Yeah. I redid the pony, but yeah, we'll do. I appreciate it. Sweet. Yeah, thank you guys for having me on, and I can't wait till tomorrow. So I'll try and entertain you guys best I can.
We know you will. All right, guys.
All right, bye guys.